Hi, this is Rich at Rich's Mobile Auto Repair. I don't have the vehicle to show you on this one, but I wanted to share this for a learning opportunity for people. I just went and helped a young man with a 2010 Honda Odyssey. He had had a problem with his vehicle running, and so he ended up personally putting spark plugs and all new coils in. He'd picked his coils up or his parts up at a local auto parts store and picked up some aftermarket coils and went and installed everything. And it seemed like it was okay. And then very quickly thereafter, he had a problem. A really bad misfire, a flashing check engine light. And I wasn't quite ready to or available to go down and see him. And so I suggested he run by an auto parts store and have them do a scan on the vehicle since he's about 30 miles away from where I live in my normal working area. And so he got back to me and he's told me that they told him at two different auto parts stores, the local auto, I don't know if I can say the name of the store, but the orange store. And they told him that, oh, you need a new engine. Didn't tell him what the codes were or anything like that. So we went by the one, the Shucks Auto Supply, which is now, something. And I think they told him the same thing. And so I went down and looked at the vehicle today. So I'm going to show you my scanner, what the results are. So leading up to it, this vehicle has about 197,000 miles. And he replaced all 6 spark plugs and all 6 coils. And afterwards, he had a flashing check engine light, which if it's flashing, you do not want to drive your vehicle or run the engine because it will damage your catalytic converters. So here's the scanner. We'll leave it that way. So if you look at this, we have P0304, misfire number 4. PO300, random misfire. P0305, cylinder 5. P0301, 302, 304 again, 305. And so I think if I went through all this, it doesn't show 303 on this one, but I had every cylinder except for 6. And so the first thing I did is I pulled out the coil and the spark plug out of cylinder 4. And the spark plug looked bad. And I happen to have a plug for a different vehicle with me that would work in this application. I think it was a heat range colder for a Toyota. But so I threw the plug in, put the coil and everything back in, and it did make a difference. And so I checked a few other things. I noticed that the oil was very dark, but he had proper oil level. Mass airflow sensor wasn't dirty. Cleaned it just for drills. I was thinking possibly we had with all those cylinders except number 6, maybe it was running lean or something like that. Maybe a mass airflow sensor or EGR valve was stuck open, something like that, some sort of vacuum leak, maybe low fuel pressure. Then I went back and circled back and said, let me swap the coils. So I swapped coils from cylinder 4 to cylinder 5 and vice versa after marking the cylinder 4 coil, which is brand new, aftermarket though. And when I did that, it followed the coil. So I knew one of his brand new coils was bad. And if you listen to the auto parts store guys, who are probably just shade tree mechanics or do-it-yourselfers, maybe they have mechanic experience, technician experience or not, I don't know. But I wouldn't just scan somebody's engine and just tell them off the cuff, oh yeah, you need an engine. You got to do some inspection and find out what's going on. So I contacted him. He said he was about 10 minutes away from his house. I'm a mobile service. And I had him bring me one coil, and I said, hey, pick up some oil too. I already have an oil filter, and you can do an oil filter and do an oil change also. And during my downtime, I noticed he had a leaking power steering pump, and he had paint scuff on his bumper that I waxed and took off the bumper, and just a couple things, just kill some time. And I like to do things as freebies just to bless my customers. And it's not just about making money. It's like, I want to help my customers. I'm trying to do what's in their best interest. And if you do that and take care of your customers, you don't have to advertise. I don't have to advertise at all. I have word of mouth left and right. I have more work than I need. And it's wonderful. But the main reason I do what I do is to help people. So I put in a new cylinder 4 coil, did the oil change, filter and all that. I already had a case of filters with me. And fired the vehicle up, and I had fixed the power steering leak, topped off the power steering fluid, checked his engineer filter, all those kinds of things for him, and everything's fine. Cleared all his codes. He had a maintenance code that had come on the dash, got that cleared. The oil reminder was reset up to 100%. And there you go. Customer's happy as can be. And he's like, hey, I got a CRV. Can you do a full service on that? I said, sure. If you want to pick up your own parts, let me know when you have your parts, and I'll be down in the area in about 3 days after I finish up some other pre-scheduled work. So thanks for watching. This is Rich at Rich's Mobile Auto Repair.